What's going on, guys? We're back working on this damn thing again. When I first got it, I couldn't break it. Now I can't keep the damn thing together. So after fixing the front bulkhead yesterday, I went out, got 2 jumps in, we broke the CV shaft. So we're gonna pop this thing apart, fix that CV up today. If any of you guys don't know how to do this, I'll try and do sort of a step-by-step thing, but it's pretty easy. So let's get to her. To get this done, you're gonna need a 2.5mm Allen key, or a driver, whatever you got, and a 2mm. And obviously, you gotta get your tires off. So, pretty easy to start with. We'll pull the tire off, we'll get the outer shaft pulled apart, fix the outer shaft, and then we'll pop the inner shaft in there. Alright, pull your tire off first, obviously. Now you're gonna need a flathead for this. Try and pry it off. Take this little pin here out. Do not lose that pin. So now, you're gonna take your 2mm, pop out the screw for the tie rod here. Take your 2.5. Take out the screw for the top of the wheel hub. Alright, now with that out, you can just slide that on out there. We'll throw this aside for now and worry about it later. So now we gotta get to the inner shaft. So you're gonna take 2.5mm and pull out this one, and the 2 screws down here. The bumper will come out. And then you gotta take out those 4 screws and pull the skid plate off. So I'm gonna set the camera down and do that, and then we'll pick you back up in a minute. Alright, let's get some of this stuff out of the way. So, now we're going to take this screw out right here and pop off this and the little steel plate. Oh, helps if you use the right size. So just pull the A-arm out. We can get to this screw right there. And then take that off and we'll pop the inner shaft out and put the new one in there. So just take your new shaft, slide her on, line up that hole with the one on the end of the stub shaft. Throw this little set screw back in it, and that's it. Inner shaft is replaced. So take your A-arm, put it back in, grab your little plate here, slide it back over the hinge pins, which is a bit of a pain sometimes because mine are bent from this thing being beat to death. Throw this little plastic cover back on. So back to the outer shaft. Here's the old junk one. Just pull it right out. Pretty much every single time this bearing gets stuck here, and it's a real pain to get it off. So pretty much same thing we did with the wheel hex. This definitely isn't great for the bearing to be prying at it like this. I'm sure somebody's got a better way of doing it, but I ain't got it figured out yet. There. Grab your new shaft. Slide that bearing on there. Try and center it on the wheel hub. And make sure that you got that little hole there you can put that screw and that little pin back through. And now you're just going to slide it in. Oh, try and look for these little notches. I don't think you can see them on camera. There's two little notches on the outer shaft and two on the inner shaft. They'll only go together if you line them up. There. So put your hub back in. Take your tie rod and try and get it back in there. Can be a bit of a pain sometimes, so you might have to mess with it a little bit. Put your screws back in for the hub. The right size. And just remember when you're working on these things that 99% of these threads are plastic. So you don't want to crank down on them with all your force because you'll strip them. Ask me how I know. I strip everything I touch. So we'll throw the skid plate back on here. Now we just gotta pop the bumper back on. Now you take your wheel hex and this little pin here, slide that little pin back through, and you gotta try and line it up so it goes in that little slot there, which can be a little pain sometimes. So trying to push this on really sucks. It just goes in and out. You can't get the thing on. So I come up with a little trick here. Don't know if other people do this or not, but you just take this little blue spacer washer thing and your wheel nut, thread around there, and you literally just tighten up your wheel nut. Hold the other side so she don't spin on you. Maybe hold that if you gotta. And it pushes the hex onto that little pin there. There, she's in. There you go. CV shaft's fixed. Ready to go back out and beat the crap out of her again. Well, that's it. Not a whole lot to her. Ready to get back out and see if I can break the thing in 2 minutes again. So thanks for watching, guys. If you liked it, subscribe to the channel, and until the next one, see you later.